What's up, everybody? Welcome to the BOLF Show, where baseball culture meets golf culture and people who live all in between. Back in June, I was golfing with one of our mutual boys, Cole Tuck, and he asked if I was a fan of a certain team, and I said the Cubs, and he was like, "Dude, let's make P a bat putter." So, because he golfs a ton, definitely make him one. So then last month, we were in Vegas for the MLB Awards, and our boy Ollie calls me for breakfast and goes, "You want to meet Pete?" And I was like, "Absolutely. Like, let's do this." So he is one of the most electric young players in baseball, 2025 All-Star, a competitor in everything he touches, and apparently one of the most intense golfers we know. Cubs fans, golfers, competitors, Pete Crow-Armstrong.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel like this is the perfect mix of a ton of different talking points to hit on. So let's get to it.
I was gonna say because the very first question comes from Cole Tucker, and
Of course it does.
and he says, "Why are you so goddamn mad on a golf course all the time?"
Um, you know, I I don't know. I mean I do know. I'm a fiery person when it comes to the the grind of any sport. And I mean I think that shows on the baseball field, but
Yeah,
I think with golf, I want to be better at it now, and
yeah.
I don't think I have the necessary patience just yet, or maybe I just don't understand the patience I have to have to play golf, good or bad. But he knows. I mean, he's played enough. He probably just wants to grind my gears. But
Yeah.
no, I mean, I wanna be good at it, so badly because it's such an intriguing sport. And yeah, I think that the frustration is equal to the love that I have for the sport as well. So I'm sure it's probably just because I feel strongly about how much I like it.
So yeah, and then he also wanted to know how many total clubs have you broken?
God, Cole's put me on the spot. The fact that I have to think about it
That's
probably
bad by itself, dude.
is
Like,
probably enough said. But I'd probably say like 5 clubs, 6 clubs I've
damn.
broken. Yeah, not my, I do
So
that,
that's
and
like
then
once a year.
on average, it's been like just over one a year that I've been playing. So
There we go.
yeah, it's kind of a bummer to say that out loud, but oh well.
That's all right. So I mean, like for you getting into golf, like was that just because you were bored, or what, or did you just like naturally like let's go do this?
No, so I just had a lot of friends that golfed growing up. Um, and then in LA, there's some pretty cool country clubs. I think the access to golf in LA is a little difficult, depending on whether you want to find a really nice spot to play or not.
Yeah.
Um, but there are some really cool spots that I'm hitting now that I've always been doing it. But no, I just started going and playing at a Mountain Gate Country Club. Because my one of my best friends, Lucas Gordon, who's in Double A with the White Sox, he and his dad are very avid golfers. His dad played in college, um, and so they just started kind of taking me out, and then I'd kind of go here and there with my buddies during COVID. And I'd say like 2022 is really when I was like inspired to play because a bunch of my
Yeah.
teammates in Double A at that time they all played, so I was forced into it by all my friends.
Because this is year three for me. Because I got into it because I became a dad. So it was like
Yeah.
I played baseball, and all my buddies that are dads, they were like, you have to golf.
Yeah, I guess I forgot that you'd only been playing for 3 years because you're good for having only played for
I
3 years.
I wouldn't say good, but I mean I'm okay. Today I shot. I only played 9 holes because, well, I mean for one, it's December. What is it? December 15th,
Yeah.
and it was 65 degrees here, and dude, and it's usually like in the 30s like this time of year. So I was
Oh,
in
nice.
shorts and t-shirt. I'm like, this is I gotta go golf. Like this is perfect. And I shot, dude. I shot a 56 on my front nine, and I was like, I'm done. This is the worst day. And then I convinced myself that I figured out my swing. I'm not going to slice it. I'm not going to do any of this. And so yeah, today being told I'm a good golfer is the worst thing to ever kind of hear.
It just
That's
brings up everything you
oh
felt
dude,
earlier.
it was bad. It was insane. Like I guess like when you're golfing, like what is the number one thing that humbles you the most?
I would say it's exactly how you just described your day, where you feel like you've really like kind of found something that you can repeat,
Yeah.
and then it just doesn't translate. And whether that's because like you needed more time on the range, or like maybe you're just like maybe I'm just delusional and thinking that I can find the right feels for myself. But I would say it's when like I feel really good ahead of the round, and or
Dude, that's the worst.
actually I would say it's when I have like a good couple holes.
Yeah.
Like I remember I just played the other day and I hit like a 178-yard 8 iron. I stuck it to like 4 inches, and it was like probably the closest I've ever come to holing a ball out. Obviously, tap in for birdie, and then I hit a good drive the next hole. Hit my first like real draw of the day that I've been trying to do all day, and then my approach shot is like it's like a hoselled 7 iron, just straight left.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, this game just goes from good to bad,
Quick.
and the reverse, but real fucking fast. And you're just like, I would say that pisses me off the most.
It's I mean, because for me today, I think my irons were good, but see, irons and chipping were good. Putting was garbage, and dude, I'm scared as shit of my driver right now. It is so bad,
Mm.
and I told myself going today, I'm not gonna use my driver. I'm just using my 5 wood. But no, hell no. I just want to hit that thing like 300 yards and call it good. But no,
Yeah.
that's never how it works.
I
Ever.
uh I can't ever let myself be scared of the driver, because that's like when that club's on, I'm usually like shooting good scores. I'm shooting scores that I'm happy with.
Yeah.
But when the long clubs, I think another frustrating thing is like when the longer clubs are not working, then like I'm miserable because that's where the majority of my shots take place.
Yeah.
They may not be the most important shots, but you feel like you should be hitting those if they're not like, if over 100 yards out, like I would like to be better there, but
Yeah, I'm in a weird like little area right now too because it's like when I guess I figured out how to compress the ball. So so going into this year, I was pretty happy with my 7 iron, like 150 yards, like 150, 160. But
yeah.
then now sometimes, not every time, but I could carry my 7 iron like 190. And I'm just like, dude, that's like 40 fucking yards I can't figure out. Like what is wrong? Because then everything is wrong.
Yeah.
It's just like I can't like
Neither one ends up feeling
dude,
right.
no. And then that's when the whole day is bad. But I'm like, you know what? I'm out here. I'm happy. I have music on, and the day can't get worse. Like it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been only highlighting the stuff that grinds our gears, but like it's like such an easy sport to kind of turn it back the other way, and just appreciate being outside.
I guess okay. So when you're going to the course, like what is your walk up song like before hole one?
I mean, if I had to choose one that I did walk up to the tee with, um, it would maybe to start the round. I would do some house music.
Yeah.
Um, but I found that like in round golfing, it's hip hop or country. Um, Country more so because I could just have it on in the background and it sounds nice, and it's
Yeah.
not like I don't pay too much attention to it. Um, that depends on the day though. I would say that's actually a good question.
I don't think his
Some by
music plays a huge role in like I think how I play.
Yeah, I mean absolutely, bro. That's it. I feel like that creates the vibe of the round. Like
Absolutely.
music can match how you want, or I guess it can match how you want the day to feel, the round to feel. Um, I'm having such a hard time about this. I feel like I listen to so much music on the golf course that I can't even. Oh, you know what? Actually, just because this happened the other day, uh, we were playing we were playing a best ball round, four of us, and me and my partner really turned it around when we started playing some Rage Against the Machine. Uh,
Let's go.
so something by them, I don't know, or like Nookie by Limp Bizkit because
Yeah.
that song came on, and maybe I just needed to get pissed off. Who knows?
Hey, I mean, because there's like, I guess like when I feel that I'm like way too calm, I swear, the second I fuck up, it just ruins it. But if I'm like amped up, kind of through it, it's fine.
Yeah,
Like it makes it a whole difference.
yeah, yeah. I feel like I have to have some sort of competitive aspect to the day, whether that's like trying to beat a score that I previously shot on that course, or I love like I love playing scrambles and or alt shot or anything like that because
Yeah.
that's when it just like you can really turn up the competitive nature of yourself.
Like if you had to pick a like a foursome of players that you have played with, like for teammates, who who would be in that foursome? Who would bring the
Um,
vibes?
all right, so I'll start off with Cole's younger brother Carson. I'd pick Dookie because he brings good vibes. That's one of my best friends as well, but he brings good vibes and he's a pretty outstanding golfer to my standards. Um, so I pick me and him have had some absolutely amazing rounds together. Um, I would pick Lucas Gordon. Um, he's a stick and he's very good at bringing me back down to earth when I get upset.
Those are people you
Um,
need.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I'd pick probably, I'm sorry to Cole, but I'd pick Michael Bush.
Okay.
And I'd pick Bushy because Bushy shares the same thing with Lucas about being able to bring me back down to earth. He's just a very nice, calm presence in the cart. But he also is like one of the most athletic golfers I've ever seen in terms of like how he chooses to play his shots.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't even tell you that he's a good golfer, but again, to my standards, like Bushy can go out and like hit some really really impressive shots.
Because the time that I golfed with Cole, it was he he said that he's only been golfing for like a few years, and he just it was the most like nonchalant, like peering the ball like every time. I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? And he's just like, yeah. So how do you think I'm playing? Like, am I pretty decent for only playing a few years? And I'm like, dude, this is bullshit, man. Like, I'm out here
Yeah,
like topping everything.
he's an ass. He's like a really impressive ball striker, and then when it goes straight, it is like a very impressive ball to watch fly.
Yeah.
Um, you got to see Carson play though if you haven't seen
I
Carson play
haven't.
golf. It's pretty fun to watch. It's pretty fun to watch.
So yeah, because I'm trying to find a date this year to go down there and go play.
Well, we'll all coordinate something and we
Dude,
can figure something out.
I'm down. So what's a more stressful situation for you? A 0-2 count, 2 outs, runner on third, or sinking a 7 foot putt to shoot even par on 18?
Well, I mean, I'd have to go the first scenario only because, yeah, I mean, my mind takes it immediately to like the big situation
Yeah.
and what's on the line there. But stress wouldn't even be the right way to put it. Like the nerves maybe that it brings out of me,
Yeah.
for good and for bad. I'd say it's just like the 0-2 count and the idea of failing in my sport where like
Yeah.
I'm so hard on myself and I appreciate that about myself. But when I'm standing over the day I'm standing over a putt for a 72, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be happy regardless because 73 will end up being the best score I've ever shot in my life. So,
Well, let's take is
uh,
what's your best score?
granted, this is Arizona golf, but I shot a 78 at the Phoenician.
Okay.
Um, and that was last off season when I was playing. I was playing like four times a week, and I was maybe not so accurately, but I was playing to
Mm-hmm.
like a 12.7. Um, but the Arizona golf's, it's
Yeah.
forgiving, and Phoenician
Very
golf
much.
is it's resort golf. So like, I'll always put.
I think like it doesn't matter. like if it's a resort golf or not. Dude, a
Yeah.
score is a score.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, mine's 77.
Yeah.
And but then now I get pissed if I shoot like a 78, 79. I'm like, this is bullshit. Dude,
That's hilarious.
I get so mad. I do think that once I broke 80, I'm like, all right, like I'm good. But it was like the 3 weeks in a row, or yeah, so like the first week it was like 77, then a 79, and I was like, I know what I did wrong, and then a 78, and I'm like, dude, this is stupid. Like,
Ah,
I get
that's
so
funny.
mad.
That's funny. That's how your brain works. Because like I feel like the day I consistently start shooting like that range of numbers, range of scores, I'd be like, all right, this is where it's kind of turning around. Because like what I get pissed about is, you know, I'll play the tips now, and the tips at a lot of these courses in LA or in Chicago, they beat me up.
Yeah,
Um, but what bugs me is when I go have a really good round and I'll shoot an 80 or an 80, anywhere between 80 and 85 makes me happy. And then I
yeah,
go shoot a 95 and just have countless blow up holes and this and that. And I'm like, man, you're better than that. At this point, you can say that.
yeah. See, that's I mean, with my 56 today. Uh, yeah, no, I'm so glad that I only prep for like for 9 holes, not not 18, because that would have been terrible.
Yeah, yeah. There's always something to gain from it, though. I mean, yeah. I was getting my ass kicked in Palm Springs. We were there for Thanksgiving, and there's this course there that Fred Couples designed. It's called the Palms,
Hmm.
and it's beautiful. Like I think, to my understanding, hi Julia, my dog just popped up on the couch. To my understanding, he modeled the greens after Augusta in terms of like the undulation and the pin placements were the scariest things you've ever looked at from
Mm.
150 yards. Like just awful, but so pure and beautiful. Like the course is amazing. But then I'm having this awful round, and I start like asking for short game advice, and I just ended up like putting the focus the rest of the round on the short game work, and I just
Hmm.
literally like if I went out 3 times on a hole, it was that bad. If I went out 3 times on a hole, I'd plop my ball down 70 yards from the pin, and I would just start like ripping a couple shots at the flag while my boys are you know still trying to score.
Yeah,
And then the next day, like I think I shot like 11 strokes better the next day, and I shot like
huge.
an 85 from the tips of that course, or an 86 or something, and I was pumped. Like
Yeah,
that's what I love about golf is when you do see results in a new sport, especially. I think it's so rewarding.
yeah. It's I mean, like with I guess like with the evolution of golf and playing, like, do you think that learning kind of like the patience, playing golf has helped you during baseball?
Yeah, I mean, I spaz in baseball too, man. Like I broke so many helmets this year, and that is like my main focus. I think in any sport.
Yeah,
Um, that's just been my life. I've never known how to turn the intensity into you know something that could look a little bit better and be presented a little bit better.
yeah,
But um, I do think that like playing golf um, has really helped my work, like my cage process and that kind of routine during the year. Because like I'm like, man, you appreciate and respect how hard both of those sports are. And now that golf was like a little more fresh and it's like a new outlook on things, I can relate it to my cage work because I'm like, how hard it is to get the results in golf. Like one way I feel about that
yeah,
is then I know how hard baseball is, right? And I know how hard it is to have days where you're just clipping everything and you feel like you can't move a ball forward in
yeah,
baseball. Like I know how hard that is as well, and it's just a nice reminder. But then the other thing is like, shoot, dude, at least you're pretty decent at baseball. Like at least you're pretty good at baseball.
yeah,
If golf felt hard in the off season, it's like, oh well, I can go to the cages now,
yeah,
or at least I have the cages to look forward to. If I played golf on an off day this year and I was really hot about how the round went, I get into the cage and I'm so pumped to be there.
Yeah,
And I think that's what golf has given me is another outlet where like sometimes when baseball gets really big and heavy, it's like, man, you can always go hit a simulator, or you can,
absolutely.
I would chip and putt in my living room all the time. So like I would say more than anything, it's helped with baseball because I have an outlet now.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess like if you had to compare baseball to golf in like one sentence, what would it be?
It's the long game
Yeah,
where like, your round is not made in the first five holes. Like or in the first nine, frankly. Like if the nine is manageable and you're not happy with that score, there's always nine more holes to turn it around.
that's
Um,
true.
and then we're lucky in the off season because it's like, shoot, if I played a bad 18, I can kind of just turn around and play again. I'm usually going out hella early
Yeah,
anyways. So like, um, I would say the long game because in baseball, like your season's not made in the first month. I didn't have a great first month or first few weeks last year, and then it all turned around, and then very quickly did I see it kind of go back in the wrong direction. And yeah, it's the long game. Like you got too much time in each sport to focus on that one bad shot that you hit. So if it's hard to
that's
pull
very
yourself
true.
back down to earth, you still got to do it.
So yeah, that's true. I mean, like with golf, like once you tee off in hole one, like you can't just stop. Like you have to play 18 holes, like
Yeah.
regardless. So it's I mean, okay, then like with baseball, the first game of the season, you have 162 games. Like you can't worry about an at bat that was back months ago. You just deal with it and move on.
Yeah, I mean, once the at bats start reaching like the halfway mark of like like 300, then it becomes like a different kind of uphill battle if you've dug yourself a hole. But like, why be in a rush to get there?
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I'm working on every day is like is the process. And Nico Horner said it best. He was like, man, you don't know how the season's gonna go, and it's not supposed to shape out in any sort of way that's like that's always gonna be this nice progression, right? Like you're gonna have to get hit by the fucking wall one day.
Yeah.
You may take a step backwards, but like you keep putting your head down, you keep going to work every day, like good things are bound to happen. So it's about buying into that process because it is a long ass season, bro. We play for hopefully 8.5 months
Yeah.
with playoffs and everything. So you never know how the
It's a
season's gonna
long
shape
year.
out.
It's a
You
long
never
year.
do. I could have hit 25 homers in the second half this year, and I guarantee I'd have been really, really happy to finish with 31.
See? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? Like maybe if I did things differently, like I got more energy and more strength when we're playing game five against Milwaukee, and I could make more happen. Like those are the things I think about and how I want to
Yeah.
approach the next year, where it's like you got good things you've thought of to work on, so just apply them, work on them, and then apply, work on and apply, work on and apply. So yeah.
I don't say yeah, because you like because you play with a lot of energy. I guess like where did that kind of like edge come from?
I don't know, man.
It's just deep within.
Yeah, I really think so. Like my mom and my dad probably combined and wired me well. That's how I see it. Like my dad, I think, was a very intense competitor when he played football. From the stories that I've heard, he could be a very intense dude at times, and my mom the same way, but in a different way. She was
Yeah.
also intense, but I think she was a little more stoic with it. Where like the teammates that I respect are like guys like Nico, because I think me and him share a similar intensity, but he
Hmm.
presents it in a very, very almost beautiful way where like you feel like you can't change that guy's facial expression no matter what.
Yeah.
Yet he's still out there letting the game kind of take over his emotions when they require it. Um, so I think that's where it comes from is how much I love the sport that I play and how much I love the reason I play it for. Um, I do it for no other reason than loving to compete and and the wins and losses,
Yeah.
the emotions that makes you feel. I think it's because it is now my job to give everything back to baseball because it has given so much to me and a lot of other people.
I told you before, but like I am a fifth generation Cubs fan.
Yep.
It's been yeah, like I mean like my great grandma, she was pumped in 2016. Like
Right.
it all threw down. And with playing for the Chicago Cubs and with the history and the fan base, like what is your emotions do you feel stepping on that field with a sold out crowd?
Um, I mean, bro, like at this point now that I think I've played in every stadium except two in the regular season. Um, I've played in Yankee Stadium, I've played in Fenway, I've played at
Yeah.
Dodgers. Like, I would say the only stadium that comes any sort of close to the energy that Wrigley possesses is Fenway.
Mm,
And I think there's something to that. Those two being the two longest standing ballparks.
yeah.
Um, having so much history or being in an organization that has so much history, you definitely understand the lineage that you're now a part of. Where like there are so many greats that came before you that are still so popular amongst this city today.
Yeah.
Uh, but someone just asked me at the Bears game the other day, and they were like, how cool is it, playing specifically at Wrigley Field and that being your home? And it's like, I think last year I was waiting for it to get old because last year it was like I played every day and
Yeah.
I got used to running out from the top steps every day when all the boys and I like Dansby and Ian kind of get everybody on the stairs before we run out as a defense and that was our thing last year and it's super it gives me the chills but I thought it would get old because I got used to it
Yeah.
but day after day I'm waiting and I'm asking myself that same question. I'm like, does this feel
No.
old yet? I'm like, fuck no, dude. It's the most beautiful combination of like sight and sound.
Yeah.
Like the colors at a day game at Wrigley that you just get to see dirt, grass, people's jerseys and faces and everything.
Yeah.
The backdrop, like it is just. I mean, I'm biased, obviously, but it's the coolest organization ever.
I mean, I'm not biased either on that. That I've been there for a few opening days a few years ago, and then um, I've been there in a June game. I think 2021, and just like everything around that stadium, like inside of it, like Wrigleyville by itself, like it's an extension of the stadium. Like it's the most lively, amazing place. It's
Yeah,
wild.
yeah. People want to show up, and like playing every day. That's all you could ask for. Like people want to
Yeah.
be there. And I think that's kudos to guys like Ian who've been here for, his whole career. Um, that he still gets the reception that he does and that he keeps getting better every year. Like people really buy into your process as well and
Yeah.
there's like I walk around and I'm like people really give a shit here. And that's a lot to ask from that's a lot to ask for from your fans is to like truly give a shit and truly give their time and energy and that's all I have ever felt, playing at Wrigley. So
Dream. Like I just want to like stand on the field. That's like a bucket list thing right there.
we can make that happen now.
Bro, dude, that would
We
be
can
so
make that
sick.
happen now. Yeah.
Say, I'm saying I'm trying to go there in July, I think,
Yeah.
for Tyler Childers concert. I think I'm
Oh,
trying to do
shit.
that. Yeah,
Shit.
I believe it's in July. But yeah, dude, like that's a bucket list, dude. That's insane. If you put a makeshift hole in center field and then a nice little a par three in there with an entire crowd, do you
Oh
think that you could
God.
do it?
Yes. I mean, hit a hole in one? No,
Actually, well,
probably
like,
not. But
but
hit a
damn close
like lay a dart in there? Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
with 30 plus thousand fans watching you, and the ball isn't moving. Keep in mind, right? The ball is not
yeah.
moving, and they're watching you.
You
It's
know,
like
maybe
waste management, hole
or it's
16.
like Augusta's what's that, 17 at Augusta or
Yeah.
whatever. No, like if the stadium and all 40,000 were silent,
Oh,
I think that'd fuck me up. But if it was like a normal day and people were just shooting the shit like they always
yeah.
do, and and there's like that same buzz in the crowd
Dude,
from the crowd, I think I could do it. I
there's
think I could do it.
I was talking to one of my buddies that plays on the Bananas, and I kind of asked him, I was like, I think I've kind of realized this, but if you do something in front of 40 plus thousand people, I feel like it'd be easier to do that instead of doing it in front of like 10 people.
Yeah, well, ten people is intimate, right? And like
Yeah,
that's when stuff might get a little scary. Um, Dude, I just did a kids camp, and bless them, like 500 kids showed up, and I play in front of these kids clearly all the time. Like they're all Cubs fans, their
yeah,
family's Cubs fans. They're now fans of mine, which is special. But like I play in front of 40,000 every day, and that
yeah.
was the hardest thing for me to do was speak to those little kids
Oh, I
because
bet.
I was just so shaken, and I was like, man, they all showed up for me. Now I really get it.
Yeah.
And but no, it's the same sort of thing. I feel like it's just oof. I get the chills.
Who is the worst golfer on the Cubs?
It's
Let him,
funny. Actually, I
let him
got
have
some
it.
videos. I just got some videos because we did like a closest to the pin for our fantasy draft order.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Um,
Oh, dude, that's so smart.
yeah, JT took the shot for us because JT can swing it a little bit,
Yeah.
definitely better than me. Um, and he hit a freaking dart, so we got the first choice. He was the closest. Um, gosh, player. Player might have had to be, and I only say this, and I've never seen Seiya golf, so I can't say for sure
I
about Seiya.
wonder. Let's see. Yeah. I don't think. Yeah. I
I'm
have
gonna
to
say
go.
Porter Hodge though,
Okay.
because there is no way in hell that Porter Hodge has ever swung a golf club in his life. I would be so interested to see him swing a golf club because he's brolic as shit. He's a big boy, and like I'm like there's just no way.
Muscle up.
There's no
Muscle
way.
up and grab that thing.
Yeah, there's no way.
With how baseball is, how many people, or I guess like how many players do you think out of the entire major leagues golf?
I'd say it's easily over 50%. Um, I'd say like somewhere in like the 55 to 65 range would be like a safe answer.
Because I asked that because I was thinking about like the MLB open format or whatever, and I I watched like a recap of it. I guess like when I got back, and I didn't like how it was all kind of, I guess like the format of it, and I really want to like see who the best, but not like, I guess the best net golfer is.
I don't even know what was the format.
It was
I don't
like,
even know what it was.
okay, so it was like the two players per
Right,
team,
right.
and then they played by, it was by points. So it was like, I think for, if you, I think it was like if you par hole, it's 2 points, birdie a hole 4 points, eagle like six, hole in one eight, albatross 10, and but if you double bogey you lose points, and then it went like that, and it was, I mean, I think they tried. I like I think the MLB didn't really do a great kind of job with it, but it was. I really hope they do it better next year. But it was. I think they're on to something with bringing golf to baseball, and
Yeah.
so yeah, because you better start swinging now because you're gonna you dude you gotta get in, you gotta get in the next
I
year.
I gotta tell you, when I saw everybody in like the lobby just in passing and stuff, I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm kind of kicking myself. I'm like, I probably should have said yes.
1000%.
But I just, bro, I was honestly, I was insecure about my swing at that point. I was like, I haven't golfed since like long before playoffs. I didn't golf much in the second half. I hadn't played that much up to that point in the off season. So
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna just go make a fool of myself, and I'm definitely not gonna help the Cubbies win. That's for sure. Um, because I'm playing against freaking Aaron Hicks, who he's nasty. Aaron Hicks
Well,
is
yeah, but
a
they were
stick.
playing by like, they were playing by like gross scope, like not even
Yeah,
like,
I know.
dude.
I get it. I get it. Yeah, I think the nice part about that is like you could hit any shot at any time and it really matter. Um, but dang, I was kicking myself. I was like, that would have been a lot of fun. That'd have been a lot of fun.
I'm dead serious about being your caddy. Like, dude, like I want to get your numbers dialed in. Like, dude, we can get this shit going.
Maybe, yeah, we can figure that out for sure. Yeah, you already know how I feel about that.
Dude, okay, so to kind of end this and wrap it a little bit up a little bit. So I have like a segment where I it's like a this or that. Like you just pick it and go.
Let's go.
All right, you ready? Okay,
Ready?
fairway finder or 300-yard bomb.
300-yard bomb in the fairway. Fairway finder for
Okay.
sure.
Walk or ride 18 holes.
Ooh, depends on the day, but I'd say ride for the most part.
Okay. Flushed 7-iron or a no doubt home run.
Uh, no doubt homer. No
Okay.
doubt homer.
Uh, stand up double in the gap or sticking a 75-yard wedge shot to 12 inches.
70-yard wedge shot only because I love when you get to slide into second base and pop up, or it's a
Facts.
close play, bang bang, and you beat it out. So I'd say that.
Okay. Uh, walk off bomb or hitting a albatross from 200 yards out.
Only because I know what it feels like, walk off homer.
Okay.
But golly, I would love. I mean, you'd have to ask me that again after I hit my first albatross.
Okay. Throwing someone out at home or sinking a 30-foot putt to save par.
Throwing someone out at home.
Do you, I
I
don't
got it.
say,
Like
yeah. Go ahead.
dropping a long putt is about as good as it gets, but like the throwing game of baseball is just so important.
Yeah.
And holding runners or cutting runners down is so important. That is one of the best feelings ever.
And say yeah, and say because back in high school, like I threw out two guys at home like back to back innings, and dude, it was the best feeling.
It's electric.
It's so much fun.
That's electric.
And that is it, dude. I have one more question, and it is when you strip away everything like stats, expectations, noise, what does baseball and golf both teach you about life?
Definitely teaches you. I would say patience, and if you haven't, like me, if you haven't fully developed that real nice amount of patience that I think the game requires and that life requires, um, then it definitely teaches you that you need to have patience. Um, like there's no cookie cutter recipe that will ever um, give you an outcome that like you just there's so many ways to be successful in golf. Whether like if you're off the green, you got a big ass hill in front of you that you don't want to try and lift the ball over. You
Yeah,
take your 8 iron out and bump it into the hill. If I mean y'all seen me do it. Like if I'm feeling like shit and if there's shadows at Wrigley and I'm facing a dude blowing gas, like I'll lay down a bunt with two strikes if I have to. If that's the one way I feel like I'm getting on base, you got to find a way. So um, I think we're lucky that we do things that aren't so real life all the time. We live very cool lives up to this point, and I think we're very lucky that we do things that we can take and apply to what really matters.
absolutely.
So yeah, I'd say patience, and there's not one way to do anything. Of
Fuck yeah, dude.
Six,
Pete, I really, really appreciate this. This is
course.
absolute an amazing time.
Me too. Me too. Thanks
Dude,
for the questions.
I got you.
Peace.